So sure, I'm against Ayatollah, but he actually should not be killed. If anything, his fate should be decided by Iranian people and brought to justice. They did the same thing with Gaddafi, they did the same thing with Saddam, for example, was never held accountable for the crimes he did against the Kurds.
I feel very sad, like we have to go into another war after war, and which is achieving nothing but bloodshed on the innocent people.
Anger spills on the streets of the United States, denouncing the strikes by the US and Israel on Iran. Massive anti-war protests erupted in two major US cities of Los Angeles and New York on February 28th. In Los Angeles, home to a massive Iranian diaspora, protesters were seen holding pictures of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, at a rally. Protesters also held signs reading "Hands off Iran" and "Stop the war on Iran." Protesters said they are concerned that the strikes will cost American lives and innocent civilian lives in Iran. They further added that they are frustrated that the attack was launched without congressional approval, and also lashed out at Trump after he campaigned on the promise of no new wars and calls himself the President of Peace. Similar scenes were witnessed in New York. Thousands of demonstrators gathered at the Times Square to protest the large-scale US and Israeli strikes on Iran. Holding "Hands off Iran" signs and chanting "US out of everywhere," they marched to Columbus Circle. Protesters said bombing people does not help them free themselves.
Bombing people does not help them free themselves. If Trump cared about democracy, or if he cared about the well-being of Iranian people, he would have lifted the brutal sanctions on the Iranian economy that have made it impossible for everyday working Iranians to find enough to put food on their table.
So sure, I'm against Ayatollah, but he actually should not be killed. If anything, his fate should be decided by Iranian people and brought to justice. They did the same thing with Gaddafi, they did the same thing with Saddam, for example, was never held accountable for the crimes he did against the Kurds. We have to stop this war. I really don't have words. Sorry if I'm not very coherent. I'm going through a lot of emotional,
I feel very sad, like we have to go into another war after war, and which is achieving nothing but bloodshed on the innocent people.
The great nation of Iran, the lofty spirit of the esteemed leader of the great nation of Iran and the vanguard of the Islamic Ummah, His Holiness Imam Khamenei, has, by partaking of the sweet nectar of martyrdom in the blessed month of Ramadan, ascended to the highest celestial realms.
Shockwaves rip through Iran as state television announces the death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei in American-Israeli strike over the weekend. Hours earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump had confirmed that Khamenei had been killed in a joint U.S.-Israel strike on multiple Iranian targets, escalating an already explosive confrontation. Iran's Fars news agency, affiliated with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, reported that Khamenei's daughter, son-in-law, and grandchild were also killed in the strikes, citing informed sources. It adds that one daughter-in-law may have died as well, though earlier reports of family casualties had been denied, adding layers of confusion and contradiction. Meanwhile, intelligence and military sources tell CBS News that nearly 40 senior Iranian officials may have perished in the coordinated attacks, including the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps commander and the defense minister. It remains unclear whether the strikes targeted a single location or multiple high-value sites across the country. as Iran reels from the reported decapitation of its leadership. Uncertainty grips the region. Iran has been unleashing missiles and drones all across the Middle East since yesterday, targeting Gulf states that host American forces, including air and naval bases.
For 47 years, the Ayatollah's regime has been shouting, "Death to Israel, death to America." It has shed our blood, it has murdered many Americans, and it has massacred its own people. Today, everyone understands this murderous terror regime must not acquire nuclear weapons, which would allow it to threaten our existence and the peace of all humanity. We have entered this battle to fundamentally change this situation, to put an end to this threat. This morning, in a powerful and decisive surprise attack, we successfully destroyed the compound of dictator Khamenei, situated deep within the heart of Tehran. For 3.5 decades, this cruel dictator unleashed terror across the world, impoverished his own people, and constantly, relentlessly worked on his plan for the destruction of Israel. That plan is now gone, and there are many indications that this dictator is also no more.
Where is Ayatollah Khamenei? Speculation about the location of Iran's supreme leader is growing louder after the United States and Israel launched an attack on Tehran.
Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass.